Good morning. This morning we're on the mainland and I'm supposed to be talking to you from Sandstone Point Caravan Park, which is this like really cool caravan park for kids, water park, slides, everything that you could think of. We've been baiting our children for months saying, if you come over and do Fraser Island, and we're going to do LCMP, but like, we're going to go to probably one of the best caravan parks in Queensland. And we've been talking about this for ages, and we're supposed to get there last night, but we didn't. There's a bit of a story that goes with it, so I'll talk you through it. Right, do you know where we are? Where are we?
In the caravan park.
Yeah, I know. Are we in the one that we spoke about though? No. We're in Caloundra Caravan Park, Holiday Park, Big 4. Although by the time you see this, we'll probably be gone to the next spot. But is this place okay?
Yeah, it's good.
That's good. It's probably not quite as exciting as the one we had planned, but it's still pretty good, isn't it? Yeah.
Got a slide.
Yeah? What else?
Has mushrooms.
What? Oh, in the swimming pool. And a cave in the swimming pool. And jumping pillow. So it's got some fun stuff here as well, which is good. Luckily we did find this place because come about 4:30 yesterday we had no accommodation at all. Backstep. We got off of Fraser Island, and through Fraser Island we did get phone reception at times, but you know, if you're going to get 10-20 minutes of phone reception, what do? Check emails, check Facebook, upload a YouTube video. The video I did two videos ago, I think it was vlog 16, it took me 3 days to upload, and the last bit didn't even happen until I was waiting for the barge to come off the island. It's really patchy. So we were trying to read all the health warnings, but generally you start at New South Wales because that's what we thought was the worst, and then Brisbane, and finally starting to think about South Australia. We got onto the SA Health Web's travel advice, and it says if you've been to any of the red zones, you have to quarantine for 14 days when you get back to Adelaide. Like, we're not due back until Australia Day, but that's when school starts, work starts, and we just couldn't quarantine. And this Sandstone Point Holiday Park thing is like really expensive. We've already paid. Hopefully they'll give us a credit or something. We've written to them. But we got to a point last night, I was like, where are we going to stay? We can't go to Sandstone Point. We've got nothing else booked. Everything is pretty busy, so it's hard to get in. We looked at a few places, but they were nothing like a Big 4, and we did promise the kids. We were contemplating just going straight to Kilcoy, and then we could get ready for Land Cruiser Mountain Park. But the kids were beside themselves. You can imagine all of them have been like just looking forward to this for so long. So we called around, and yeah, thank goodness, Caloundra Big 4 got us in, and we're staying somewhere nice. I've had a shower, I'm feeling good, but it was pretty stressful to be honest, but we made it. So now we can ground ourselves for a day or two, get all the sand out of our gear and all of that stuff. I can edit. I've been recording every day, almost every day, but haven't just been able to get them out, so I can do some editing and posting as well to get them out. Although you guys generally see these videos probably a day or two in delay. So yeah, by the time you see this, I've probably left Caloundra, but lots has happened which I haven't even had a chance to talk to you about. We did have some issues on Fraser. That's why I didn't get to see as much of Fraser as I wanted to. We'll talk about that a bit later though. It's been an interesting experience doing these videos, these vlogs, I must admit. Like, I'm totally opening my life up and becoming completely transparent and vulnerable, and I read all the comments, the good, the bad, telling me I shouldn't be hooning, and the ones where I do stuff good occasionally, and I'm just I guess, showing you everything. I'm far from perfect, and I can be a bit of a lad sometimes, but I take it all on board and listen, and I'll leave that there. But yeah, I'm just trying to give you everything, and I'm trying to record as much as I can. And it's funny, I've had, I think, 2 days off recording, and each of those days we didn't have a lot planned, so I didn't press the record button at all. I thought I'd just have a day off, and then all this stuff ended up happening which would have been great content, like whether it's getting lost or having dramas and all this other stuff. There's been 2 days now where, like yesterday, massive dramas unfolding, trying to work out where we're going to stay, and the COVID, and just not understanding the COVID restrictions and going on all the health sites. So I'm going to try and press record a little bit more, even if I don't have a big agenda plan. But yeah, so today it's basically good proper phone reception, emails blown up, messages blown up. I'm going to try and chunk through all that. Being in phone reception, the phone's probably going to ring a lot, so I'll try and get a lot of the work stuff out of the way, stock up, water up, power up, and yeah, then we head to LCMP. I know there's heaps of people have been messaging saying, oh, can we come to LCMP? And it's not my event, it's someone else's, so I can't just give an open invite. We are there this weekend. I think it's about 45 cars in the VIP section. They're all Y62s, so that's pretty full on. I guess if people want to go to LCMP this weekend, that's fine. You just have to ring up and book like a normal person. And yeah, you'll see a bunch of Y62s doing what they do best, I suppose. But it's not my event. I can't just give you an open invite. Without going into too much detail about the events on Fraser, it's fair to say there was a couple of miracles and saintships that should be given out. We were at a point where we needed a radiator stat, and we got one. Like, we got a Y62 radiator to Fraser Island with 24 hours notice, in and drove out. Need to give a big shout out to Zach at East Coast Customs. He went above and beyond. On track also got involved in Vic, and even my poor Storm Peter, I don't know if you watch these videos, came into work on Sunday, packaged some stuff out, sent it out so we could have some extra parts just to get this car rolling again. So a lot of people really, and our yard's being reconcreted at the moment, so they couldn't be dispatched from our yard, so it all had to be transported to Steve Allen's, and then Steve kindly opened up his shop on Sunday, palletised it, sent it out. So this community, it's incredible what they can do when they pull together. I don't know of any other sort of community that's as strong as this, that you can be in need somewhere, put a call out, and just everyone comes to help because we just want to see these Y62s on the road. All right, we fast forward to this afternoon where I have now got food ready, or Sharon has, not me, food ready for LCMP trip. Water, I've just filled up all 3 tanks. Power, we had some issues, I don't know if you've been following, but my 3-way fridge won't run on 12 volt for some reason. We had something, when the van was serviced, we had, I don't know, fixed up the connection or whatever it is, and now it doesn't work. So I've been running it off the inverter, but then the DC-DC charger on the inverter stopped working, and it's funny, it was so simple to fix. Just basically disconnect it, let it reboot, turn it back on, and we're up and going again. So got heaps of power, and I've actually tricked it into charging off of 240 at the same time from the Jayco house charger. So essentially the Jayco house charger charges the 2 AGM batteries, and then it tricks the lithium DC-DC into thinking the ignition's on when I plug it into the alternator socket. So it's charging off of that. So, you know, convoluted, and that's the way I generally do stuff. It's charging. We got heaps of amps and heaps of power. Now, I've walked over to the OffRoad Tavern car because we're going to go and speak to George in a minute. So this carries onto my story about thanking people that helped us get here and the community. Because if you've watched my first videos, Steve Allen, man, he did a lot of work to get my car here, after hours, all sorts of things. But George, I'm going to interrupt him, he's fussing around with something. I get people asking what's cooking tonight.
We're going with chicken thigh fillets,
Yeah.
avocado, mushroom,
Cheese?
a touch of cream,
Oh, that'll be all right.
and a little bit of parmesan on top,
Now we're talking.
and the bruschetta.
I can't-
Bruschetta salad.
I can't say, I say bruschetta.
You dickhead.
He spat his beer out. Is that the wrong way to say it?
Bruschetta.
I don't even know if my throat can do that.
Say bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
And I'm Greek and I say it.
Oh.
It's like
Isn't it
Italian.
All right. So the purpose of this video is the people that are helping us. And I don't know if you know, but George has got a bit of a story because just before we set off, and we'll do this in order, so I'm going to get us to hear what you broke first, second, how you broke it,
Which time, yeah.
and then how you amazingly made it here. Not to mention just crossing the borders, like you're totally F you to the border restrictions.
Oh,
that you got here.
no. We had border permits that we'd already filled out
Oh.
previously. So I did the big bolt thinking that they might shut the borders totally. So I literally 4 or 5 hour turnaround of getting home from Torquay, just
Yeah.
threw everything in the car and just took off.
Right,
That was
first
it.
of all, what did you break?
I broke, unbeknownst to me, until it got up on the hoist at Nissan, the steering rack right in the middle.
Which is not that easy to do, but doable.
Yeah, I blew a front left strut and I buckled the front left rim.
Rim, strut, steering rack.
Correct.
Any drive shafts?
No,
No. All right. Sometimes they go hand in hand.
wasn't enough.
All right, so that's what you broke. And how many days before setting off? It's like a week.
Well, no, yeah, so Tuesday it went into the workshop, Thursday it was out, and I was supposed to leave on the Monday, but I left on the Saturday.
Far out. That's like to just get those parts in time. All right, now tell us how you broke it.
Basically, I was driving down to Lacola
Mm-hmm.
on a Sunday afternoon. Thought, I'll go down and see a few of the boys at the caravan park, have a barbie, have
Yeah.
a couple of beers, go for a bit of a quiet drive in the bush.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just driving past your lawn power station, there's a road that goes to the right and one goes to the left.
So how much wheel lift did you get?
Got a lot of noise. I don't know how much wheel lift I got. No, I actually broke it on the road. Okay, that's what he's talking about. Yeah, I hit a traffic island. Okay,
The
McDonald's,
Yeah.
maps, phone, hands-free, driving, too much confusion. Just didn't know where to go.
So
Do I go left? Do I go right? And I ended up kind of going straight right.
Yeah.
And I don't need to say what happened after that.
So yeah, I'm used to seeing Sendy Sen on the tracks, and
Yeah, no.
there's nothing to do with that. It was just a
No, actually, the steering rack actually let go on a track when we were coming back, and I had to drive 15 k's along a bush track with no power steering.
yeah. It makes a much better story if it's like, yeah, I was doing this and I had a massive wheel lift, twin
Oh
logs,
my God, did you see
on
that?
full
And,
noise,
yeah.
and
No,
like
I hit a traffic island, not paying attention.
I was almost up it. Anyway, all right. So that's the what and the how.
Yep.
Next is, I think you've got some people that you need to thank.
Someone's throwing things at me. Where's the other ones?
You got here by no shortage of a miracle, just in the kilometres that you travelled. But like, who are the people that helped you get you here?
Basically, Waverley Nissan facilitated a workshop. Patrol apart, opened up when they were closed for a full steering rack because Nissan didn't have one.
Nice.
Andrew Casser from On Track was the guardian angel, as I call him, in case things turned to shit. He was ready to open the workshop up and do what he had to do to get me going.
Yeah.
And last of all, I had Michael from Race Wheels Australia, Method Wheels.
Oh yes.
Sent me a little message when I put the post up about the damage that I'd done, and basically said, on your way through, pick up a rim. So he had one waiting for me. So yeah.
So, I think it's worth shouting out these people that support the Y62 community, and basically if you're going to go spend dollars somewhere, go spend it with these guys, because
there's a great support network though.
Yeah, when it hits the fan,
yep.
which it kind of does fairly often for us for some reason, we got to get out there and do it. So
if you're not wheeling, you're not busting shit. So
that's it. You've got to, as Matty Webber says, if you're going to make an omelette, you've got to crack a few eggs.
Without a doubt. Wait for LCMP now. Let's see how many eggs we can break.
It's on. Holy moly! What's happening here? What happened?
I just switched the aircon off because I could hear water running. I think we have a leak.
Is this like my scupper install thing, maybe?
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not too. I just cut a hole in the roof. Well, surely I'd feel like wetness if that's the case up here. No, it's dry as a bone there.
The water's down there anyway.
Well, I was just worried, we got water damage after I cut a hole in the roof. What's going on? Alright, camera off, need to sort this out.
Yes.
I'm not bad at going through the roof here. There's water everywhere. It's like, it's not exactly evaporative. Why is there water there? It's bright. I just can't work out whether this is a coincidence. But like, there's not. So the water's coming from the top. It's not coming from like inside the roof. I don't think it's got anything to do with my scupper install. Like, it wasn't that cool in here, so I put the aircon on, dropped it down to like 16 degrees. I'm just gonna run it flat out, so what? And it's been running all day. Probably at 23, then it wasn't working, so I put it down to 20, and then I put it down to 16. Just turned it off. Like, could you get that much condensation? Is it iced up and then melt? I don't know. But we're wet. If anyone knows, can you comment, please? Oh, it's been warm. Air conditioner crapped itself. I can hear music. I hear there's martinis or something. Little caravan thing. Kids are playing on the jumping castle. Pool just here. I think it's time to end the day and cool off. Oh look, everyone's in the pool. Everyone. Oh, Julia, all the family, all the kids. I need to get in there. The question is to dive bomb like right on him or next to him. I can get both, I reckon. Go! Good job.